Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Good morning, dear students. Welcome everyone who is in grade 9, level C. Today, inshallah, we are going to end our course book, Super Goal 6, the last lesson in Unit 6. Please just prepare your course book and open on lesson 3. We have the second or topic 2 in the reading, which is called a fish out of water. Can we get fish out of water and they are still living? Okay, now please think about this question. If you traveled from Saudi Arabia, or just if you are moved from Saudi Arabia to another country like Canada or Australia or any country, is it something easy for you or it will be difficult? Why? Will you be able to adapt to a different culture? Will you be able to adapt to different people? How will you learn their language? How will you eat their food? How will you wear their customs? And so on. How will you learn their customs? And many things. So everyone he has his own habitat, he has his own weather, tradition, customs. That's what we are going to know from this story. So a fish out of water. Listen to this story and then listen carefully, because just we have some questions at the end, we need to answer them.
A fish out of water. Almost everyone who studies, lives, or works abroad experiences some degree of culture shock. This period of cultural adjustment involves everything from getting used to the food and language to smaller things like learning how to use the telephone. No matter how patient and flexible you are, adjusting to a new culture can sometimes be difficult and frustrating. Some people get depressed and very homesick. But don't panic. These are all totally normal reactions, and you are not alone. The term culture shock was first used by writer Calvero Oberg in 1954. He found that all human beings experience the same feelings when they travel to or live in a different country or culture. Oberg identified 5 distinct stages of culture shock.
Now, before we need those 5 stages of culture shock, can you tell me or can you think for a while about the problems maybe just you have when adapting to a different culture? What are the problems you are going to face? Sorry. So now we have 5 here, 5 stages of culture shock. We are going to know them.
1. The adjustment phase. This period can last 6 months or longer. The newcomer is excited about being in a new place and experiencing a new lifestyle. Some problems may occur, but the person usually tends to accept them as part of the adjustment to another country and novelty of being in a new place. People are generally helpful to the newcomer, and that person feels welcome. 2. Emptiness or rejection phase. The newcomer has to deal with the usual problems of accommodation, transportation, shopping, not finding your favorite foods, and very often, not being able to communicate fluently in the local language. The local people may not understand why the newcomer is making such a big deal over what they see as a small problem. At this point, the newcomer starts to complain about and maybe even reject the new country. 3. The conformist phase. Gaining some understanding of the new culture, its ideals, and its values brings a new feeling of pleasure. The crisis is over when the newcomer learns to understand the cultural differences, but hasn't completely adjusted to the new culture. 4. Assimilation phase, or complete adjustment. In this phase, the person accepts the food, the habits, and the customs of the new country, and may even find some things better than things back home. The newcomer becomes completely adjusted and feels comfortable in the new place. On returning home, the traveler will miss the new friends and the country and will cherish the memories forever. 5. Reverse culture shock. This is when the person comes back to the home country. The returnee may have been away from home for a long time and gets a re-entry shock. Many things have changed, and it will take a while to get used to home again.
So, is it something easy for anyone? I don't think so. Yeah, it's very hard. Especially that's when you go home and return back to the new place which you used to live in. Now, let's have a look on these words, and just we need to find the meaning or find the definitions of each one. When I say flexible, so please pause the video for 3 minutes, read these words and try to guess the meaning or the definition for these words from the text. Thank you. I hope you got the answers. Okay, flexible. When I say, thanks God, I found a good chance or a good opportunity or a good job with flexible working hours. Yes, exactly. So this is picture. When I say flexible, let's check the answer. Okay, number 1, B, able to change in different situations. Number 2, frustrating. When I say, this situation was really frustrating, it made me angry, which means annoying, or because you cannot do something you want. Number 3, homesick. While the duration, or just while I was traveling to Canada, I felt all the time, or I felt homesick, which means missing your home, missing home and family. So which means homesick. Number 4, stage. While you are playing a game, sometimes just you cannot pass this mission or pass this stage, which means yes, level or phase in a series. Next one, newcomer. If you left your school and you went to a new school, so you are a newcomer. Yes, this is person who has arrived recently. Next one, number 6, novelty, accent. This is H, which means something new and interesting. The next one, number 7, values, which is, yes, beliefs about what is right or wrong. The culture or the traditions, for example. And the last one, cherish, which is letter G. To remember a pleasant feeling for a long time. To remember a happy situation which you cannot forget at all. Thank you. Now let's move to this exercise. What do you think fish out of water means? Well done, which means being in a new place and not being comfortable. So as I told you, if you got a fish out of water, which means, yes, exactly, will be dead. So it can't be comfortable for anyone. As I asked, maybe just by the way, you can say, no, it will be comfortable for me. Yes, you will be happy for a few times, especially at the beginning, but later you will feel homesick. Number 2, what do you understand by the term culture shock? What does it mean for you? Accent. This is the period of adjustment when someone moves to a new country. The first shock, you have it there. Like for example, you find everything is totally different. Their ways of eating, their types of food, the accommodation, the transportation, a lot of things. Number 3, when did the expression first appear? Well done. It was used by the writer in 1954. Now I need you, please, just for everyone, in your own words, and to classify the 5 different stages of culture shock. I need you just to rewrite or to summarize again what did you understand from this text. Thank you. And for this point, we finished our lesson. See you inshallah. See you in safe. Assalamu alaikum.